Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see here on our channel, our website, or our social media. Reach out to me directly, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. The model you see here was launched in 2008. If it resembles the post-2016 and current IWC Ingenieur, that is no coincidence, as the current Ingenieur channels the spirit of the 1950s reference 666, and this reflects the 666 AD, the model with a date, the wicked one. But this watch larger than the original, you can see that it is 42.5 millimeters in red gold, 14.2 millimeters thick, and from lug to lug, 51.1 millimeters with a 22 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Now, the timepiece was part of a series of IWC, quote, vintage models that came out in 2008 that paid tribute to great past references in IWC history. As a result, this is a more classically styled take on the Ingenieur technical watch. Throwing it on my wrist, 16 centimeters in circumference, you can see it's far larger than a vintage 666, as it is a full-sized, if not quite oversized, dress-style watch. Now, the watch is comfortable in every regard. It would fit underneath a cuff, it would work with formal attire, and it would accommodate a wrist, I would say, as small as 14 centimeters in circumference. Taking a quick look at the software, you'll appreciate the fact that the strap is a sort of medium brown, large rectangular scale alligator leather, which is an upscale, almost formal look. It has bolstering to add volume and a sheer side to show the layers of construction. Monotone stitch. On the underside, you can see this is a brand new IWC factory strap, calfskin on the bottom. The watch, of course, including a simple matching rose gold pin buckle, a combination of polishing and satination, and then the case itself featuring that vintage layout that includes slightly stepped lugs, so they're not perfectly integrated Calatrava style, and I'm glad they're not, because they help to articulate and break up the case lines in a way that I find more endearing than a simple mono case integrated lug profile. The combination of polish and satin is dramatic, and you can see there's a little bit of beveling on the edge of the tapered lugs themselves. The bezel has a vertical portion and then a conical portion with a very subtle step where it abuts a sapphire that is dramatically cambered to echo a 1950s plexiglass. Moving to the dial side, we have a silver white opaline, as Patek would call it, dial with all loomed indices outboard of applique rose gold indices. Dauphine hands at center. You can see there's a frame for the date, and it's an upscale look with dimple style minutes and seconds outboard and a lovely triangular index at the end of a lancet style counterweighted seconds hand. It's a classy dial with a great deal of nuance. Now, the watch, of course, features hacking or stop seconds, and I'm going to demonstrate the other feature it's got that allows you to rapidly cycle and set the date. It has a quick set date, it has hacking seconds, and all of this by virtue of a manufacturer movement. This is the 8110 automatic winding. It features the pawl-based Peloton winding system. I'll show you that. You can see the pawls in the wheel. It's a shock-resistant bidirectional winding system invented by famed IWC watchmaker Albert Peloton in the late 1940s and brought into production in the early 1950s. It is a distinctive engineering tradition of Schaffhausen. The watch has a 44-hour power reserve, the stop seconds, and the quick set date. It beats away at 28,800 vibrations per hour, and impressively, it's adjusted in a chronometer and high horology standard 5 positions. The movement, of course, pivots on 28 jewels and features a handsome array of machine-finished but thoughtfully detailed visual refinements, including circular Côte de Genève, engine turning, and polished screws. There's also a mechanical chamfer on the edge of the bridges, and overall it is a handsome and worthy movement for a timepiece that is exactly that, a handsome and worthy addition to the canon of IWC. One of the core models, the Ingenieur, is long-lived, and this watch cuts right back to the best, most enduring, and earliest takes on the Ingenieur concept. A technician's watch then, a little bit of a sports dress watch today, an all-timer by any measure. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com with purchase and pricing details. We're back with the Vintage Ingenieur, which I should mention is water resistant to 120 meters.